Yo, how's it going? I know the camera's a little bit dark, walking to work at the moment. It's 2:45 and it is, what is the date? I have no clue what the date is. It's the 21st of January 2026. And I'm gonna go over a little breakdown of what's been going on at the moment and how I'm finding things. So yesterday, I have separated my YouTube from KMG Unfiltered to KMG Talks. All of the videos that I previously posted have sort of been venting videos of just how things have been going on in my life, ranging from my relationship with mum, my stepdad, Tristan, which is my mum's friend, who's no longer in our life anymore. You know, my actual girlfriend, Precy, like I just talk about everything, every experience, and I just catch up and stuff and be open without having any structure to my videos. It's just raw emotion coming out. And I enjoyed this because it allowed me to express myself, but also it allowed me to track my life and look back at different sections of it. So I was like, fuck it. Let me keep KMG Unfiltered. I don't know where it's all supposed to lead, to be honest, but I just know I liked the fact that I was able to talk without having an actual plan and being too stringent on myself, without having a structure. I was able to convey emotion flat on my videos and look back on it. So I'm going to keep KMG Unfiltered for things like this. I mean, maybe this is why I'm making the video right now, because I was actively thinking about it on the way to work. So how am I finding work at the moment? So I'm working at Sainsbury's on a 12-hour contract, working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every weekend, working from 4 in the morning till 8 in the morning. So it's only 4 hours. I'm able to pick up overtime. You see, right now, it's a Wednesday. I picked up overtime for this whole week, other than Tuesday, because yesterday I spent the day with my girlfriend. So it's going okay. It's tiring. I wake up at 2 in the morning, or 2:15 to be exact, just so I walk to work. I eat in like their canteen, the little Sainsbury's canteen that supplies loads of fruit, toast, stuffed up in the microwave. It's pretty cool. It's pretty easy for my bulk. I'm bulking, as I just said. I said it's pretty easy for my bulk, so yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm bulking. I have to eat 3,750 calories per day, which is quite difficult. You know, like I'm trying to make sure I'm hitting it every single day. I'm pretty sure here yesterday was a day I didn't track. I've been tracking for like a week and a half every single day. Yesterday I didn't because I made everyone some dinner and I wasn't able to track my own dinner. Well, I just didn't. And I was like, it's okay. Today's not the end of the world. I just made sure that I hit everything. So yeah, it was good. Been having a lot of like peanut butter shakes. That's been bumping my calories up. I've been making sure I'm hitting the gym consistently, because there was a point where I was inconsistent. I was just very demotivated with gym and life. I say life, but circumstances. It's nothing to do with Jen being pregnant. It's nothing to do with really anything. I just couldn't be asked, to be honest, as bad as that sounds. So I was inconsistent with gym at points, but now I'm consistently hitting gym like every day, which is amazing. Yesterday I didn't hit it. Monday I hit it with Mum and Hermione. Took them to the gym for the first time. Hermione's been gym with me in the past couple of times, but my mum was the first time. She fucking loved it and she smashed it. She did really good. They both did, but mum really was enjoying it a lot. She got quite competitive with herself, which is great, and she was trying to push Hermione too. So I think it's definitely healthy for them both to go to the gym, and I'm happy I was able to help in teaching them machines and making them feel a bit more comfortable in the space. because when you first join gym, it's quite uncomfortable. Hermione's my sister. She turned 16 on the 1st of January. No, on the 14th of January, sorry. 2026. I don't know why I thought the 1st. I didn't actually think the 1st. I think I was just imagining the 1 from the 14. But yeah, every single time I go to work, I am always listening to an audiobook. And this is the absolute gem about working my job, because I'm able, from whenever I get up and I start on these morning walks to work, I can have my headphones on and listen to an audiobook. And the second it turns 6 o'clock in Sainsbury's, because that's when the store opens, you have to take headphones off, I'm able to listen to whatever I'm listening to. I'm able to listen to my audiobook and learn. I managed to listen to the whole of Laws of Human Nature, which was a 24-hour audiobook. I managed to listen to that in maybe like 4 or 5 days. I managed to listen to the whole of 50th Law by 50 Cent and Robert Greene. I was able to listen to Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent. 3 audiobooks I managed to smash through. All insane knowledge that I got from it. Like, all insane. Fucking great. And I've listened to, what's the other audiobook? Read People Like a Book by Patrick King. And yeah, I was listening to The Prince by Machiavelli. However, there's just some fucking books, man. The language that they use is so hard to understand it. And yeah, I know it's a skill issue. I haven't developed a certain pronunciation to understand every single word and the way that it's formulated. But the way that they used to speak, I'm thinking, I don't even understand what you're trying to get at. It's just when I tried to read The Prince and the audiobook, maybe I would understand it if I stayed listening or stayed reading, but for the first 30 to 50 pages, I just didn't get it. Like, I just didn't take in the information. So now I was like, what's the point of me listening and reading if I'm just not getting it? That's what I took from it. So yeah, I'm really focused on my content, which is good. I've really been making sure I'm posting consistently, and it won't go past 4 days where I haven't made a post. Regarding what posts I'm making, however, that's a different story, because even though I'm consistent with my posting, I've realized that I'm kind of posting just to post. I'm posting at the moment this series called Journal With Me. I'm on like the 7th part, and it's done shit, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting. My Instagram is resting at 2,600 followers. My TikTok is resting at 13,300 followers. And that's 13,300 followers, not because of the content I'm posting now, but it was from content when I posted all the way back in, it was like June, July's time, 2024, something like that, when I had KMG gels and I got arrested. That, I got loads of followers. But the followers that I gained aren't interacting with my current content. So I'm posting, I'm getting 200 views, that's it. Sometimes it'll creep up to 700, sometimes it will just stay at 200 to 300. And I'm just like, fucking hell, man. I'm trapped in like the 1,000 view range. It's really shit. Like, it's not going anywhere. So I'm just staying consistent. The Journal With Me series, it's like I need to find a little pivot. No one's really finding it interesting and nobody's really vibing with it. No interaction. I get maybe 1 comment, 30 likes. Like, it's shit. I'm literally trapped in the 1,000 view mark. nothing above that. Nothing really. So it's quite discouraging, but I just need to keep posting consistently. That's all. Regarding me and how I'm feeling scared, to be honest. Hold on, let this car go. And the reason why I'm feeling scared is because I've got a baby on the way. Gemma's pregnant. This baby's coming in March. And it's January. And we're creeping to the end of January. You know, we've got 10 more days until January's over and we're in February. So, honestly, I've got this baby coming. I haven't managed to do How to Teenage. That's still an ongoing thing. I fucking procrastinated the shit out of it. And I'm going to explain why in a minute. But also my content isn't where I want it to be. I've been posting consistently for 3 months now. 3 months, and I've seen absolutely nothing from it. Absolutely nothing. I haven't even gained 1,000 followers on Instagram. And I thought I would be flying by now at least. Have seen some real progress. But it's literally nothing, man. 1 month I was posting 4 days a week. And then the next month I was posting every single day. And then the month after that, which is this month, I'm posting 4 times a week. I'm just changing up the schedule and when I'm posting. Changing up what I'm posting to. I'm really just trying to find my voice. But anchoring back to my point about being scared, the reason why I'm scared is because I really want to have my content patterned and be moving forward, which I am, but just seeing more returns. In my head, it was before the baby was here. I know my expectations were unrealistic. And even though the baby is here, it doesn't mean everything else stops. And it doesn't mean I'll stop working. It doesn't mean I'll stop posting. It's just quite annoying and scary that I'll have a little newborn. I don't currently live with Gemma. She's going to be at her grandparents. And I'm still going to be at home. So I'm actually still going to have a lot of time to edit and stuff. However, I'm going to make a lot of time to make sure I am over there as much as I can. Because she's going to need as much help as she can, considering she's there. And a lot of the time she feels alone when she's with her grandparents. So, I just need to, I'm going to make sure I'm there as much as I can, you know, to support and to be with my kid. I'm actually going to want to as well. It's not even a need. I'm going to have the inclination to do that anyway. And I don't know how long that's going to be for. And then when we move in together, eventually when the council pattern themselves up and get the house moving, or the flat, then at that point it's like gonna be even less time I have to focus on content and stuff. Maybe, it's not even maybe, it's just the fear of the unknown of how the structure is gonna be. Because I know me posting content is ultimately gonna make me successful. I know that these videos, I will look back on one day, like this video right now that I'm speaking on, I'll look back on and think, fucking hell. I remember when I was working at Sainsbury's, listening to my audiobooks, that was great. That time of my life was great. And like, I'll close my eyes and maybe remember a specific feeling of when I used to breathe in the cold air in the morning, looking at the McDonald's logo all the way down the street. Like, the reason I said it is because I'm literally looking at it down there. Remember ringing that buzzer for them to open the door for me at work when I used to get there early, and eating in the canteen, listening to Robert Greene as an audiobook. Like, these are little things I'm gonna remember, you know. So it'll be interesting to see my position when I look back at this video, and then when I look back at this video for a second time. then the third time, and then ultimately when I'm older. That would be really fucking interesting. So, yeah, it's just scary with the structure and all of that. I'm not actually scared for the baby, even though I'm very clueless with what I'll need to do. I've been doing research into labour because my girlfriend did tell me, as a bit of constructive criticism, that she feels like a lot of the pressure when a woman gives birth, it's all on the woman. The woman to make the list of what the baby needs, the woman for knowing how to do things and what to do. In a sense, the woman is leading the operation. Naturally, the woman has more of a connection to the baby, considering it's growing inside of her. And I suppose as a guy, maybe you get trapped in the idea of, oh, she feels connected to the baby, so somehow she knows what to do. Somehow she knows what the baby needs. And you do when the baby's here, to a higher degree than the man. However, I found myself just saying, oh, hold on. There's 2 cars coming by. I found myself being like, oh, so for the baby, what do we need to buy? How much is it? And stuff like that. And she was like, she was also getting all the things because she was doing a lot of research at the time. Not trying to, but just on TikTok. I suppose maybe she was searching stuff up, but just on her For You page, a lot of information was coming up anyway. So she was just active scrolling. And she was like, just one day when we was on FaceTime, it's so interesting, isn't it, how as the woman, a lot of the pressure's already on the woman from day dot, minute you're pregnant, because it's not even when the baby's here. So we're expected to know how to do everything and what to do, what to buy. Like even with the list, like you don't even know what to buy. Like she was saying, I reckon if I didn't buy anything, or if I didn't say what we need to buy, nothing will get bought. And she was just like, it's interesting how all the pressure is on me. She was just saying this as a general observation of the both roles that the mum and dad play in pregnancy. And I was like, rah, like that's crazy. It shouldn't be like that. And I said to her that I'll do research into it, and I have. And actually I've been a bit busy, to be honest. Or I say busy, but I've just been delegating my time poorly. So that's my fault. I haven't actually been busy. Naturally, we just, as people, say to ourselves, I've been busy, when actually you've just been time wasting. I definitely could have made a bit more time for it recently. But I made a massive spreadsheet of notes, maybe like 5-6 pages on just labour, early labour, promodoral labour, which is, promodoral is just early labour. So the early labour that comes before early labour. Looking into the different contractions and what they mean, as in how to know if it's contractions you need to go to hospital, or contractions where they're normal and you don't have to rush to the hospital. That's what I mean. The different indications that mean, okay, you need to go to hospital now, compared to it's coming, compared to it's fine. So I was just looking into that, and my partner Gemma, she really appreciated it. She appreciated that I was doing that research. So now I need to start looking into a little bit more of the final things on labour, and then I need to look into, when she's actually giving birth, the best way I can support her and the role I need to play. And then when the baby's actually here, the best way to go about everything. I know for a fact when the baby's here, Gemma's going to be an amazing parent, so I haven't got to worry about that. And even when it comes to the actual baby, I'm going to be there to look after the baby and stuff. However, Gemma is going to spend way more time with the baby than me. Gemma is also going to have that maternal instinct to look after the baby, to know exactly what the baby needs. She will be, of course, very connected to the baby. Even just through breastfeeding, she's even more connected to the baby than I ever will be able to at the start. So my mindset is, yes, look after the baby, help as much as I can, but just let me support my partner to make sure she has the best space around her and environment to connect with the baby and feel less stressed. Because to be honest, the baby only needs one person to hold it. The baby only needs one person to give her a lot of comfort. And I know that sounds a bit like, don't you want to connect with your baby? Of course I do, and of course I will. I'm just thinking, my partner is going to give all of her love and attention and time to this little baby who is crying, and that baby doesn't even know that the mother is separate from it. The baby feels that the mother is like still connected somehow. The baby is like, I've been inside of you this whole time. I'm still inside of you. So like, the baby's gonna get so much love and care and shit that do I really need to, I don't need to even focus on the baby as much. Doesn't need two people doing that. Yes, I'm gonna be connected, but I need to focus on my partner's giving all her love to the baby. I need to like make sure she's good, to make sure she can still do that without being overwhelmed and shit. So that's how I'm going about it mentally, of how can I support my partner the most. Hold on, there's a fucking lorry. That's a McDonald's now. Yeah, so that's my mindset with dealing with this pregnancy. Man, I'm hungry. I need to really get in this canteen and just eat as much as I can before I start my shift. I'm going back to out the teenage because I said I would divert back with the procrastination. I got overwhelmed because when I was making my videos, I'd make it long form and have a skit in the middle of the video to keep the viewer entertained. However, I showed my dad my videos. I made 2 at the time with 2 skits coming like with it. 2 fully finished videos with the captions and everything. It took fucking ages, just the captions by itself. I showed him and he thought it was really good. However, he was saying that I should have done the skits as the whole thing, so make a movie instead of making it long form, because people will resonate more with the skit than they will with just a long form talking head. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, consider I'm aiming it for young teenagers. But during that process, I got really overwhelmed because it's like, fucking hell, I've got so many things I need to film. I've got so many skits I need to do. Who's going to help me record it? Who's going to be, do you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to do all of that? What props do I need? Look, I got very overwhelmed and ended up going into overthinking and then procrastinating it deeply, and ultimately getting to this point, maybe 4 months later, doing absolutely nothing, not even making a single video and a single skit because of that. Like, there was so many times where I was like, okay, let me make the script. There's so many times where I was like, let me make the script, and I did. I made the script for like a skit. I started filming the beginning of it, and then halfway through I was like, oh, like, this is shit. Sort of maybe a sense of perfectionism, but then it wasn't even the perfectionism, it was generally just actually sitting down to film it. I just didn't, and I just stopped. And then I sort of abandoned my short form, my Instagram and TikTok, abandoned it completely. It looked like I wasn't making content anymore. And then I was like, well, it's easier for me to get my short form to a sustainable level where I'm posting consistently and trying to get that like bumped up a little bit. So why don't I schedule a bunch of posts so it posts automatically? This was 3 months ago, by the way. 3 months ago, I was like, let me just like have all my shit scheduled, and then I'll be able to do How to Teenage once it's all scheduled. I got everything scheduled, And then I never even thought about how to teenage. In my head it popped up, but then I was like still procrastinating it. So then I just started scheduling content for the next month ahead and completely ignoring how to teenage. And this is how I got into the posting schedule that I'm in now. From 3 months ago, me posting short form content consistently and having a schedule. It's because I wanted it all structured for my short form so I could do how to teenage. But how to teenage just got slapped at the back of my head. And I was like, yeah, sort of procrastinated heavily. So this is the buzzer that I'm ready for work. That takes so long to come in. Is there a way for me to like put my phone up somewhere? I have no fucking clue. I guess I'm holding it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. And it's just, I really need to get it done. Just YouTube as a whole. So that's why I'm posting here as the unfiltered. That's what I was doing yesterday. I fully scripted, not fully scripted, but bullet pointed a how to teenage just talking head video. Instead of overwhelming myself with like this movie shit, making a movie, I'm just gonna do how to teenage the way I originally wanted to do it before my dad got involved. And I'll just redo it in the future if I choose. That just seems the most realistic. Hold on, she's opening the door for me. So as long as I stay consistent, at least with short form and in the YouTube, I've got my first video laid out, which is just titled, Is Ambition a Cover-Up? That's the first video I'm posting on KMG Talks, the new account. It's the first video. And I'm excited for it. I'm just gonna chop that up for short form as well. It's just me just checking in. So it's 3:15. Don't know if you saw that. And then I'm gonna just film the long form how to teenage because I can't be procrastinating that any longer. I need to get it all sorted because this is for my future. And I'll quickly show you the canteen, considering, so let me quickly pause the video. And this is the canteen. So this is what I was saying when you just got shitloads of stuff here. You get like loads of bananas and that. You've got like a whole fridge of shit that you can use. So I utilise this a lot, especially in the mornings. Look at all this. You got like all this like ham and shit just there for you to use. So you think I'm gonna let this go to waste? Nah, bro. I'm gonna bulk and use this. So I'm gonna use this whole pack. Like, this would be quite expensive. Like if I ate like this at home. When I'm here, it's all free. If they took this out of my shift pay, like if they calculated how much I eat and took it out of my payment at the end of the month, I would definitely feel that because I eat too much here. I have like 4 glasses of whole milk, like 3 full glasses because it's so good for bulking. A whole pack of blueberries. I have a coffee. I have 2 bananas. I have 4 slices of toast. And obviously, like with the cheese and the ham I got out, sometimes I have some beans and soup or porridge. Look, like sometimes I have some of that. Not a lot, just sometimes. And yeah, but that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope I'll look back and see how everything is worth in the end. But yeah, in a bit.